The impact of Donald Trump's presidency on black people in the United States is a matter of considerable debate, with differing perspectives based on individual experiences, political affiliations, and priorities. Advocates for the view that his presidency had benefits for black communities often point to specific policies and initiatives. Below are some of the arguments commonly cited in this context. 1. Economic growth and unemployment rates. During Trump's tenure pre-COVID-19, the black unemployment rate reached historically low levels. Proponents argue that a booming economy and job creation initiatives benefited all Americans, including black communities. Trump signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, which some claim incentivized businesses to invest more in communities, indirectly helping minority groups. 2. Criminal justice reform. Trump signed the First Step Act in 2018, a bipartisan bill aimed at criminal justice reform. This act reduced mandatory minimum sentences for certain nonviolent offenses, allowed for more inmates to earn credits for early release, aided in reducing racial disparities in sentencing, which disproportionately impacted black Americans. 3. Under the 2017 tax reform law, the creation of opportunity zones aimed to encourage investment in economically distressed areas, many of which had predominantly black populations. Critics and supporters alike debated the effectiveness of these zones in truly uplifting local communities. 4. HBCU funding. Historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, received increased funding during Trump's presidency. He signed legislation that provided permanent federal funding for these institutions, a move praised by many in the black community. 5. Criminal justice pardons and commutations. Trump granted clemency to several high-profile black individuals, such as Alice Marie Johnson, whose sentences were widely regarded as unjust. This brought attention to the issues of over-incarceration and sentencing reform. 6. Focus on school choice. Trump supported school choice policies, including charter schools and voucher programs, which some argue provide black families with more options for quality education in underperforming districts. Counter-arguments and criticism. While some argue that these policies were beneficial, others critique the Trump administration for rolling back civil rights protections, downplaying systemic racism and police brutality, policies that disproportionately affected low-income families, including black Americans. Final note. The perception of whether Trump's presidency was good for black people depends on individual perspectives and values. Supporters highlight economic and legislative achievements, while critics emphasize racial justice concerns and systemic issues that remain unaddressed.